Gilmore Girls, Gilmore Girls, Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls. A dearly beloved show with a multitude of wacky characters, quippy dialogue, and an infinite amount of references that I slowly get each time. If you're like me, then this is a show you'll never get tired of. As time goes on, I've discovered an approximately yearly rewatch is needed, and it's different every time. I've learned to sympathize with some characters a little bit more, understand others better, hate others better, and of course, like I said, understand the references a little bit more, even though the dialogue is going 3 times speed the entire time. I've even seemed to grow into the fact that I'm probably a lot more like Lorelai instead of the golden child that Rory appeared to be. I mean, she listened to cool music, was super studious, and an insane bookworm. She was just the it girl. She was beautiful, she was lovely, kind, and sweet, and everybody liked her. Mostly. It was a teenage fantasy and a teenage dream. Of course, one of her biggest traits was her being a reader, a huge, avid reader that read book after book and had no insane end to the amount of books she read. She would read and read and read. For me, Rory used to be everything cool and perfect, especially because she was an avid reader like I was. Of course, until the burnout happened. While this also relates to Rory, it really relates to me. I used to be like a crazy reader. I'd read a 12th grade and up reading level at 4th grade and would finish a multitude of books within a week. I was just the bookworm. As I got older, I started finding myself reading less and less. It's not that I didn't want to, but there were quicker forms of dopamine that could hit faster than a 1,000-page book. Right? Sure, I still read an occasional book now and then, especially for classes, and fanfic doesn't count, even though I've since retired my fanfic days. I've been wanting to return to reading as a consistent hobby. I want to go back into the books, fiction, nonfiction, and kind of sculpt my mind in that way. I found that over the years, as I stopped reading and started indulging more in social media and faster things that I would forget the moment after I watched them, I have been losing my vocabulary, and it's been one of the most frustrating things. I could write out exactly everything I wanted to say, but when I spoke and when I speak, I find myself losing basic words, and the complex ones I prided myself on so much when I was little. So I want that passion for books back. Even more so, I want the consistency of reading a good book to sustain my daily life. So, in relation to Gilmore Girls, I'm on my 5th or so rewatch, and every time I do, I'm inspired by Rory, the completely crazy and beloved bookworm we all know and love. Although this inspiration is common every time I watch it, I think it's time for a change. I think it's time to take action. So, being inspired this 5th or 6th time or show. So now what? I just start reading and I go on with my daily life and try to see if I can fit a book in here or there. Sure, I could do that, but where's the fun? And where's the video idea? If you're true Gilmore Girls fans, then you'll know that there's an ongoing book list of all the books Rory has read. It's a little inaccurate and there's a lot of speculation on what books should be included and what books shouldn't. And there are books that have been mentioned and thrown around, but not confirmed that they're read by Rory. A bunch of that. But besides all of that, it's pretty much official. It works. 408 books, collected by a couple of sources. To me, this is a tremendous feat, but I will. Now, I'm not going to go through these books and finish them as fast as possible because that defeats the whole purpose. The whole point is the joy of reading a good book and immersing yourself in the world, whether it be fictional or educating yourself on the stuff that's happening in a nonfiction book. So the videos in this series will be far and few between, occasional maybe, but it will be an ongoing series. My plan is to make a video for every 10 books I finish. I'll do it in order too, according to this website I am going to be using. I've read maybe 20 books on the list already, but I'm planning on doing them all again and inserting them wherever they fall on the list. Essentially, I'll give you my thoughts, my rating, how much I enjoyed the book, and I'll even cross-reference with what Rory's thoughts are, depending on if she says anything about them in the series. In other words, I'll do this so you don't have to, unless you want to. Then it'll be a fun little virtual book club. Why'd I do this? Anyways, you'll see me posting a lot in between. Just know that the series will be ongoing and constantly in progress. The first book is 1984, which I have read before, but I got another copy, so I could reread it again. Yes. And while this idea is really good for a video series, it's more so to get that spark back for the little girl that loved to read books. Anyways, I will see you all soon, and I hope to see you 10 books later, I guess. La 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 la